Hey everyone, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing great today. So we are going to look at two more messages that our spirit guides collectively in the community have for us for the month of May. Okay, so I've already done the first two messages. We have two more for now, and there may be a couple more. I think they had 6 for May. Okay, so I'll do 2 in a separate video. If you would like to watch the first 2 messages, then I will post it right here and it'll pop up at the end of this video, okay? Okay, so the third message for the month is extremely interesting. So what I'm going to do is show you which cards we're going to use, but in case you're new, then I'm like, what do I need to show you in case you're new? So I'm gonna come on over here to my little drawer where I keep everything. And because, you know, you'd think I could just turn the video off, but I don't. That's not how I roll around here. Okay, so where is my pendulum? So basically, oh, it's way over there. Okay, these are pendulums, and I know a lot of you already know what a pendulum is, but just in case there's someone new, and I've got like one, this was my original one. So you use a pendulum and then what's called a pendulum map or a chart that has letters on it. And then I do a prayer, and then I ask the spirit guides to tell me what messages they have for us. What do they want us to focus on? What energies are happening in May? That sort of thing. Okay. And then I ask them specifically for which oracle cards they would like me to use. I have a deck of my own oracle cards right here. Okay, and so I shuffle those, and then they drop them, and then I ask them with the dowsing rods. Sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, with the dowsing rods. Okay, so message number 3 is quite interesting. It's very interesting, actually. So once we are done, once I tell you what message, so there's message 1 and 2, and I do put them in my bullet journal. Okay, so message number 3, you're like, just tell me. Message number 3, I'm telling you, the energy right now, I appreciate you just hanging out with me when I'm just like la la la, because the energy right now is just crazy. So I appreciate you very much. Just put it that way. Okay, message number 3, Karen, meaning me, is tagging with you. Okay, so they spelled that out for me. So Karen is, I'm just looking at my hair, it's so fluffy right there. Karen, I'm writing this in my bullet journal now. Karen is tagging with you. Okay, and I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. So then I asked in relation to, so I was like, in relation to, and they said spiritual work. Okay. So in relation to spiritual work, okay? So I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I mean, we're tag teaming, basically, is how I interpreted that, spiritual work. So whoever wants to tag team with me in the spiritual journey that we're on, and I'm really getting clearer and clearer on where, you know, many of you may not know that this channel is really only started in November of 2024. And so we've been, you know, as it's been growing, and then as I've been shifting as to what it is that I'm interested in talking about, trying to figure that out, right? But using the same kind of formats, the talking with the SGs and doing oracle readings and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm getting clearer on, especially books that we've been reading and, you know, just exploring different ideas, is that humanity is ascending from a 3D environment to a 5D environment, okay? And which is amazing. And there's like you'll hear people talk like there's a reset happening, okay? Or a new earth. It just depends on who you're reading and what language they're using, okay? So what I'm doing, because I find it quite interesting, is to see if there's anybody here who's interested in making that shift together, just exploring it. Like, what does this mean? Because I don't know what it means. I'm doing it for the first time as you are too. All of us are. No, none of us know what it means because none of us, humanity, has not done that on this earth. Well, I guess maybe we have if we've been, you know, if you were in Atlantis, which apparently I was, I've asked the SGs before, or Lumeria. So there's been some other civilizations that were in the 5D a long, long time ago. So really just moving from now, though, over the next 20 years, 30 years, we're going to be moving into the 5D, which, you know, is kind of mind-blowing. So anyways, so it's really just exploring that and how do we adjust to it. Like I said, my body is like blah, 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 blah right now, and I think we're making adjustments right now. It's like, well, how do I decipher between that being a physical issue, something I'm eating, something, you know, is it a heavy metal in my brain or, you know, whatever, or is it the ascension process? And so it's like going through that with other people would be easier for me. So if you want to join me, that's what I'm hoping for. Some people want to, because I think it would be way easier to do it together and explore new ideas. Okay. So I think it's really interesting that Karen is tagging with you in terms of spiritual work. Okay. So, and the really interesting thing is then the two cards that they chose, the decks that they wanted me to use, to just explore this Karen is tagging with you message a little bit more, because they want to give you additional messages with oracle cards, was Sword of Light. So Sword of Light and Keepers of Light. Both of them, I mean, I think these are the only two decks I have that are like of the light, you know, that have that in the title. So I thought that was really interesting. Sword of Light and Keepers of Light. I only noticed that when I went to pull them just now. So, okay, so let's go to Sword of Light and see what else they want to tell us in terms of this message for the month. So Karen is tagging with you, okay? All right, so I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and only those of the highest and purest light. And I ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel and this community and all of our channels. So it is of the highest and purest light. Amen. Okay, so what do you guys, can you please tap into the collective of anyone who's watching this now and in the future? And what do you want us to know about the message Karen is tagging with you in relation to spiritual work? Is there anything else you want to communicate about that with this deck? Anything else? Okay. So there's some that are kind of coming loose. Let me see if those were the right ones. This one kind of fell off. Okay. All right, so are there any more in the deck you want me to pull? No. Okay, so do you want me to read all four of the cards in front of me? No. All right. Let's bring you down so you can see the tips of the... All right, I'm just going to lay all four of these cards in front of me so you can see them there. Really great setup I got there for doing that card, doing those cards. Okay, so I've got four in front of me. So card number 1 on the right, do you want me to read that one? So card number 1 on the right? Yes. Card number 2 from the right? No. Card number 3 from the right? No. And card number 4? Yes. So you want me to read 1 and 4? Yes. Okay. All right. So 1 and 4. Okay, so the first one is, so I'm going to show you the image first. See if there's anything you pick up from the image. Again, this is in relation to Karen is tagging with you spiritual work. I love the idea of tagging. It's like tag team, you know? I don't know. It just seems like Because when you're in game of tag, like you're a team, right? I just think that's kind of cool. Okay. 6, be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Very cool. Okay. So that's a 6 in numerology. Be the real you. So how is this resonating with you in relation to, you might interpret the tagging with Karen totally different. Karen is tagging with you. Okay, totally different in regards to this message. So I'd be curious to know how you're hearing that. Okay, I don't think, is there a booklet? Yes, there is. There is a booklet. Okay, number 6. 666. Let's see what else they have to say. Okay. The range of variation within human existence is a rainbow like none other. It would simply make no sense for me to present myself in a form that only some people can understand. And so, just like the rainbow of human expression, there is an array of Archangel Michael forms. What? It is a wonder and a joy for me to shift to a form that matches what your heart can embrace. When we are in the Archangel realm, look at Earth. When we are in the Archangel realm, look at Earth, we are astounded at and in awe of how beautiful the full spectrum of humanity is. When we look at you, we see not just the incarnation you are in now, but all the incarnations that preceded it. Wow. We see all the people you have been in the past. We see the magical expression of your uniqueness in the now, and we see all the amazing people your continued life here on Earth would allow you to become. Every person on Earth is different from every other. Each of you has chosen to incarnate between you because you had something to offer. Sorry, let me read this again. Every person on Earth is different from each other. Each of you has chosen to incarnate because you had something to offer that no one else possibly could. Stop judging yourself and instead see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you dearly. Each and every one of you is needed in this moment, here and now, showing up as just exactly who you are. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back. Live your truth unapologetically, be the real you, and be that person right now. I definitely needed to hear this. Did anybody else need to hear this? So we're tag teaming in this message, I guess, for those who needed to hear that. Okay, that was really good. All right, it's kind of a similar message. Wasn't that amazing, you guys, that Archangel Michael shows up in many forms? I had never thought about that before. That's amazing. But here again, look at, you are protected. So 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. So 39 is, if you take 3 plus 9 is 12, and then you take 1 plus 2 is 3. So it's a 3 in numerology. Okay, you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. Okay, so we are getting this whole spiritual work tagging with me, you and I tagging together. We're getting a lot of message here about protection. You guys are just fine. You're being protected, and be you. Be your authentic self. Okay, so let's read about that one, 39. Okay, this is going to be very helpful for me, I can tell. I needed to hear that card. Okay, you are protected. I have placed you. So, okay, so I just had to remind myself that the Sword of Light is the Archangel Michael deck. Okay, I just had to remind myself of that because I'm like, wait, we're talking about Archangel Michael again. Okay, I have placed you in my personal sphere of sapphire blue light to keep you safe. My sword and shield are also defending you against any unwanted energies. I am protecting you now from physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual harm. This security is meant to give you the confidence necessary to progress on the path you are inspired to walk. When you are in a place of fear regarding your physical, emotional, or spiritual safety, think of me. Say, "Dear Archangel Michael, please be with me here and now so that I can feel safe and act from a place of courage." You can say this aloud and quietly in your mind. The way in which you reach out doesn't matter, only that you do. Picture me walking alongside you throughout the day because I am. Very cool. So I'm kind of picking up that this transition we're going through, right? And it's going to be a long transition, which is fine because frankly, if you're already feeling, if anybody's feeling the way I do every once in a while, like just get the jitters or get, you just know your body or you're super tired. Can you imagine and that's just a tiny, tiny little fraction of the shift. Can you imagine if they did it so fast, like our nervous, we would probably blow up. I mean, I don't think we could handle it. I don't think our bodies could handle it. Our nerves could handle it. So I'm kind of ready for the long haul on this, but in a really fun and joyful way, which is why I want to do it in community. So just knowing now, is really helpful to know that we're protected and that we should just continue being ourselves. Continue being ourselves. Okay. So let's see what the keepers of the light have to say. Like what messages did they want to give us from this deck? I need to keep these organized, otherwise it gets all over the place. Okay, so let's see. This is from Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light. All right, so what additional messages do you guys want us to have about Karen is tag teaming? I saw a couple fly up there. Karen is tagging with you in relation. Geez, every time I go to shuffle, oh my gosh, you guys watching that? You should rewind that. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you could see that. Every time I went to shuffle, just one time, one would pop out in the middle. That's so bizarre. Oh my god, you guys are funny. That has never happened before. Okay, that one didn't really, that one popped, but not like the other ones were. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you could see that. Are you guys done playing with me now? No! Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. All right. They're listening. They're here. Okay, there was another one. Okay, you guys are very funny. I'm not done. I'm done with that. Because now I have like a gazillion cards in front of me. Oh my god. I am just totally at awe that just happened. And it's kind of cool that it happened. Look at all the cards, you guys. That's really funny because we're not reading all of these. That is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I'm speechless. I'm completely speechless. I don't know. Okay. That was fun. It's just validation, that they're working with us. That's just really cool. Okay. All right. Let me know if you saw that. Okay, you guys, were you just joking with me, flopping all those cards out like that? That was hilarious. Yes. Okay. I could tell. It was just so consistent the way I was shuffling, and how every time I'd shuffle, one would just pop up in the middle. Then I'd shuffle once and it'd pop up in the middle. That's nuts. Okay. You guys got to see it real time. That's how you get to see something happen real time where it's just amazing. Okay, so let's start. I'm assuming you don't want me to read all of these cards. No? Okay, because we'd be here for 3 hours. Okay. So let's start with the card on the right. Card number 1. No. Card number 2. No. Card number 3. No. Card number 4. All right, let me just ask, do you want me to read any of these cards? Okay, I had a sneaky suspicion, or I got a download just now, that did you want me to only pull this deck just to show that what you just did? Ah, okay. All right. Were you just showing us sort of the magic that we have together as we are tagging with each other, doing our spiritual work? Okay, okay. So no cards from this deck. We're good to go? Okay, that's amazing. So they were just doing a little, demonstrating a little exercise for us. That has never happened. It never happened when I've been recording. That's never happened actually ever, where they were like that consistent. That was amazing. Okay. Thanks for being here and witnessing that. It's way more fun to have someone witness it. I hope you could see it. I hope my hands were high enough that you could see it. All right, let me know if you could. Okay, so here is the second message we're reviewing today. And the message is, and just ignore the, okay, so those are the 2 for the month, or the 2 additional ones for May. But the 4th one is God appreciates you. God appreciates you. Okay, I had the wrong cards listed actually. See my little arrow going up there? Okay, so God appreciates you. And they want us to use clarifying life situations, which is amazing because I just got this deck. So it's all been cleared and everything and energized. So I'm kind of excited to use that. And then we're going to use cosmic journey to see what it is that they want to tell us about that. Okay, so God, appreciates you. Yay. I mean, you heard what Archangel Michael said in the last card, that they're in awe of what we're doing here. So if we can help Earth transcend and we can transcend to the 5D, maybe we'll all be ascended masters by then. It seems like we're going to deserve to have that credit, I think, if we actually pull this off. Okay. All right. So clarifying life situations. So God appreciates you. Let's see. So this one doesn't have a booklet. It just has, and it has 2 messages. So it's whichever side of the card shows up. There's quite a few in this deck. It doesn't tell us how many. Oh yeah, 80 cards. So there's 160 clarifying life challenges. No, clarifying life situations. There's 160 messages total because there's 1 on each side. Okay, so 1 just fell, so I'm going to put it, I don't know, should we read both of them? We'll see. Okay, so anything else you guys want us to know? What do people need to hear about God appreciates you? They're kind of slippery, these cards, so I can see how some would easily fall. Okay, so God appreciates you. Let me just see if there's any others. God appreciates you. Any other messages, you guys? God appreciates you. Okay, I think that might be it. All right. So, okay, do you guys want me to read all 3 of these cards? No. Do you want me to, are there any others in the deck you want me to pull? No. Okay. How about the card on the right? Yes. The card in the middle? No. And the card on the left? Yes. Okay, so you want me to do card 1 and 3? Yes. Did you want me to do a pick 1 on this one? No. Okay, usually when there's 3 cards in front of me, I ask that because then we usually have a pick where you would pick 1 and that would be the message for you. That tends to be what happens, but not in this case. Okay. All right. So let's see. This one is upside down. So let's look at the upside down. How do I know which one's upside down? Okay, so it is a road. Maybe we're supposed to read both. Okay, rough road, Prepare carefully before you continue, for it is a long journey ahead. Didn't I just say that? That's hilarious. Rough road. Prepare everything before you continue, for it is a long journey ahead. Okay? Take precaution. Remain vigilant and receptive. I can't read that because of the clouds. Learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. Okay? So God appreciates us. He appreciates you, saying, yep, this is going to be a long road ahead. Okay? But that doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mean bad. It could be really fun. And we're going to make it fun. Okay? So we're going to do it together and we're going to make it fun. Are we going to stumble along the way? Of course we are. But then we're going to come back here and talk to each other and be like, I'm stumbling. I'm stumbling. Just as I admit all the time when I'm stumbling. Probably more than you want to hear. So, if we do this together, whoever wants to in community, then we can make it fun. We can make it enjoyable. We can process how we're feeling, how this whole process is going together. So just knowing it is a journey ahead. And take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive. Receive it. Learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journeys. Okay? And then this one is, okay, so spiritual, let's see, on your own, cute image. It's time to take some time alone or be single to get a new perspective. Okay? So, does anyone need to hear that? On your own. It's time to take some time alone or be single to get a new perspective. So God appreciates you. Okay? And then the flip side of that was spiritual retreat. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. Okay? It's a good message. I have to remember to do this once or twice a week. So I don't think I need to be on my own, like completely, but I need to be with myself, because I do, especially because of facilitating all the stuff in the community, I get a lot of messages constantly, And so this is a very good reminder for all of us that when you are in community, like we're doing here, to take some time for yourself to rejuvenate, right? I saw somebody in the community come back. She's like, oh, or he or she said, I've been on a 2-week road trip and I'm back. I'm like, cool. I'm going to go on a 2-week road trip soon. I might pop in from time to time, but at some point I will have to take a 2-week road trip. So spiritual retreat. All right. Okay. Well, let me know what you got out of this today. Oh no, sorry. Come back. Usually when people start closing down is when I leave. So I bet a bunch of people just left. We have one more to do. They wanted me to use Cosmic Journey Oracle. In terms of God appreciates you. I mean, what a nice message, right? God appreciates you. Okay. So what else do you guys want us to know? Whoops, thank you. One just flew right out. Love it. I think it was a giraffe. It's a giraffe. All right. Anything else, you guys? Any other message you want us to know in terms of God appreciates you? Usually I write down what I'm going to say, but since I'm so scattered today, I'm just going to have to do that on my own, I think. Anything else, you guys? Okay, see that one pop up. All right, let's just see if there's any others. Okay, do we have any other cards you want me to pull? No. Do you want me to read both of these cards? Yes. Okay, are they in relation to the message God appreciates you? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, let's read the first one. All right. Soul Giraffe. It's a 7 card. So we had a 3. What else did we have? A 3. A 7? Do we have a 7? I can't remember now. So we have, for sure, I know we had a 3. So It was 1 plus 2 is 3 card, and now we have a 7. Okay, so soul giraffe. All right, soul giraffe. So the attributes is vision, grace, higher vantage, and seeing obstacles. The soul giraffe is here to help you with your grander vision, to allow you to see higher and farther, okay? Because we know we're on this longer journey together, right? So it's helping us to see higher and farther. Actually, the more I'm doing this right now, the more calming I'm feeling, actually, getting some perspective here. The long neck of the soul giraffe gives you an elevated view of what's on the horizon, as well as another vantage point of the big picture. You know, if you've been around the channel, you know I like the big picture. We're also reminded that perhaps we cannot label something as good or bad, right or wrong, unless we can see the full picture. The giraffe gracefully glides along the path, spotting what others cannot. That's cool. The giraffe gracefully glides along the path, spotting what others cannot. Potential questions to ask this archetype. If I could see higher and farther, what would I see? These would be great journaling questions you could put down in a journal right now. If I could see higher and farther, what would I see? What is on the horizon for this situation? Instead of the low-hanging fruit, what if I went for the lofty fruit? What might be within my grasp if I went higher in my thinking and my viewpoint? What danger is up ahead that I haven't seen yet? So these are really interesting because this is under the message God appreciates you. And the stuff that I'm just kind of intuiting from this is that God wanting us to take a bigger picture. He wants us to get a higher and further vantage point, okay? So rather than get stuck in the day-to-day stuff and the details and all the stuff going on around us, more of the chaos, the 3D chaos, to see it from a higher perspective. And that he appreciates us doing that, he or she. They appreciate us doing it. Okay, so the next message is 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 1 card. 3 plus 7, that's 37. 3 plus 7 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? I do love this deck. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? That's awesome. You're like, yeah, why? Why did I? Don't you sometimes just want to go back to sleep? Sometimes I'm like, why did I start this channel? But now I feel compelled to keep going. Okay. Every once in a while, right? All right. I love that. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Ring, ring. What if you've left clues and signs for yourself as wake-up calls for this lifetime, knowing you would fall asleep to your true mission? These symbols appearing in books, movies, songs, colors, names, etc. are calling you. There's a reason you've been drawn to this cosmic journey right now, the cosmic journey. And drawing this card is the next jolt forward. Pay attention, pay attention. What is real in quotes? We can dream while fully awake, but we have to choose to wake up first. Oh, wow. We can dream while fully awake, but we have to choose to wake up first. You're both the dreamer and the dreamed, ready to bring your dream to life. So the cosmic catalyst for this card is, what dream or nightmare am I ready to wake up from? Cosmic checkbox. It's just little categories they have. Cosmic, my nose is itching. Cosmic checkbox. Make a list of signs, symbols, and synchronicities that, on second thought, could have been calls to yourself through your dream time. Ideally, create a folder in your phone to store photographic evidence and or record them in your cosmic journal. Very cool. All right, little directly from God. themselves. Okay? All right, now I've gone through all the cards. Okay, so let me know what you think of those messages, and I will see you in the next video when we do the next 2 messages for May. Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.